Welcome, one and all. This is Professor Scott, picking up where we left off last time. Last time we had just beaten Fire Fiend, got the ice cave beat, and now we have an airship. So, the next obvious step will be to run over here and loot some islands and conquer this castle here. This castle is called the Castle of Ordeal. So what we gotta do is basically just beat that. Once we do, we can upgrade our class to something a little bit cooler. So first off, let's see what's down in the holes. Money. Money. More money. There is an awful lot of money. I'm not going to turn it down. Hey there, buddy. Only the truly brave can obtain the token of their courage. Hey, an X potion. That's a new thing. Well, it's not a new thing in Final Fantasy, but in this game it is. Okay, well. One island looted. And we didn't find anything really useful. Hey there, Berettas. Wow, 100 damage to my tankiest guy. That's pretty nasty. Actually, let's go ahead and just now that we've got some... Oh! They're really trying to make poor Zero just not be able to level up ever. That is a good health bomb. Alright. Alright, let's see what other islands we got here. One of these will have a nice legendary dragon in it. And that was useless. Okay. But at least now we know that once upon a time, man and dragons lived together. Alright. Dragons of the Cardian Islands have no love of senseless killing, huh? A cottage. Alright. An elixir. Bahamut. That's who we gotta find. An elixir is health and magic. Alright, so really probably only useful for my mages there. I think it's just these 4 islands. A dry ether. I'm assuming that's something along the lines of all your magic's recovered. 5 magic. Okay, that's still pretty good. Considering a regular ether only gives you 1, so... Alright. I think it's time to go meet the king. And this is just going to be a dead end, right? Have you spoken with our king, Bahamut? Dragon King confers a great honor upon the brave. The Citadel of Trials, northeast. Now, this is more or less them telling you what you need to be doing. And again, keep in mind this is the old school Final Fantasy. They did not have like quest systems or notifications of where you needed to go, much like modern games. Alright. Hey there. I am the Dragon King Bahamut. I confer honor upon those whose strength and courage are true. Return to me with a token of your courage. Yep, you don't actually have to come over here to do that. Like, most things in this game you don't have to do, really. I think you do have to do, like, the beginning areas in order, but because you're kind of locked out of being able to do things later. Unless you have the ship, the airship, and things like that. Yeah. Alright. This would be the place where I gotta go. And as I said before, I could get the little ship and like cruise it up here, and then I would just have to just walk a few steps to get to the castle. I don't think it's really that big of a deal, honestly. I could park here. I think we're gonna go ahead and just wander through the desert here. I think I've got a good clear landing spot there, so we'll go here. I've got a cottage and some other stuff here, so if I get too badly hurt, we'll just come back. Heal up. But this game also has, you know, some achievements for like killing all the monsters, so kind of incentivizes me a little bit here. Ooh, nice. How about you level up? Oh, not yet. Oh, that's right. I have a canoe. For you guys. Oh no. Smart Sphinx. Although I think the Sphinx is supposed to be smart. That's the lore. Oh, look at you. Finally gaining some health. And a few stats. Let me see here for a second. Your agility is 24, yours is 16. I should look up, like, why you get to do a certain number of hits. I think that would be pretty useful. Alright, pretty easy walk. So let's mosey on into the castle. Oh wait. A single door to the left. Alright. Hey there. You come bearing the crown, I see. Your fortitude cannot be questioned, indeed not. Very well, I shall grant you the right to undergo the trial. Go now, sit upon the throne. Your courage will be put to the test. If true courage dwells within you, you will find proof of it here. Alright, well, you know, it's an odd design choice to say you have to have the crown in order to come here, simply because I mean, you get that so long ago. Oh, teleporters. This is where having a map helps. Inevitably, there's going to be a room with more than one little teleporter in it. I knew it. Go down. We'll go up, I guess. Oh, oh. That just brought us back. So I guess down is it? I'm going to be greatly disappointed if I just happen to miss some of these doors. A rock shasha. A rock shasa. Yes. I want to say these guys, I feel like they poison you or something. Wow, that was useless. Ice listens to me pretty well. As do fists. Right, a few points here. Two again. Let's go. Hey, there's a room. That means there's a chest. Something hopefully worthy of all this work. Oh yes, completely and utterly worthy. Oh, okay. Well, at least it doesn't seem too bad. I just would drop back a little bit. Should mean when I go up this upper left corner, the left is probably the wrong way, but I'm going to try it. King money, huh? Drop me back, I think. Probably. I take up. Well, okay. Oh, is that the only chest here other than that stairwell? Well. Alright. Good to know. Now, little known fact, I think I may have mentioned it maybe once or twice so. This game took a year to build, just a handful of people. It succeeded so well in Japan, like 1987, that by 1988 they had built the second one. Literally a year later. And I think the third was like a year and a half later. Zombie dragons. And then 4, actually, for the first Super Nintendo game, really didn't take more than a year or two after that. They actually managed to pump them out pretty quickly. Now that kind of changed once we got into like Final Fantasy VII territory. Simply, it takes a lot more effort to make cutscenes and all the 3D graphics, and the world was expanded dramatically. Say for better, for worse. Oh. And then, of course, you know, once you got beyond that, it was like 6 to 7 years for every new Final Fantasy. At least we got some stat bumps there, guys. Probably some magic bumps as well. Okay, this one. And I know it's not closest one, so let's go together. I still think there is a place for pixel art games that modern games. Particularly if you are programmers and you want to, you know, try to make something. Oh no. There's a bunch of these things here. It's gotta be the farthest. A pixel art game, like from a programming standpoint or a design standpoint, is going to be significantly easier than if you tried to make some 3D platform, like massive. Alright, it was not that one. And it's especially true of like just 1 or 2 people. This game took like 3 to 7 people an entire year to make. And you know, Final Fantasy 2 and 3 probably had, you know, a dozen or so people. Why I went that way. It's always that. But to make anything on the scale of like a current gen Final Fantasy type game, hundreds of people are involved. half a decade of time at least. Which is just not feasibly possible for a single person. And I ran into the same thing. I decided that I was going to design my own RPG by myself, which is a stupid idea, because what I wanted to build was far beyond what I had time for and what I had the skills for. But if you went, instead of from 3D to pixel art or something like that, it's feasible for a single person to do it. Look at Stardew Valley, for example. A single person built that game. And there are other games that, were able to be built even, despite their size. Eventually. Okay. I know it's not that one. I know it's not the farthest one. Aha! Can't touch this. Whoa! What? Why are you dead? What happened to you? I feel like this is going to be a good... Come on, life first. There we go. Hey, 3 meetings down to... Alright, I'm gonna say it's this one. It's definitely that. No! It wasn't that one. I literally chose the wrong one every single time that was possible. So much for those gamer instincts. Oh, forgot you for doing that. Oh no. The thunder guy is still thundering. Oh, we got it. It'll probably be fine. Some stamina for what that's worth. Alright. There's only one answer now, and we know what the answer is. Oh, no! I forgot I told him to do life stuff. Boom! See, this tower's nothing. Or Citadel, I should say. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Whew. Awful lot of you guys there. Not so great. we got some cool shades. It looks like blind halves my hits there, so... Yes! Yes! Now, healing staff. I should point this out, this is actually very, very useful. And it's useful because it casts heal on everybody. Here's a coin. I didn't do that. Already kind of effective here. But this is also one of the reasons I didn't buy the guild spell, because eventually you would get like a couple of different items that do it for you. And now our journeys will be significantly easier. Now instead of having White Mage waste a move or two, I can have him do some little healing with the staff. A Ruby Armlet. Alright. I didn't buy one of these earlier because I knew I would find one a little bit later. An Ice Brand. Well, we've got one of those equipped already. And Steel Gloves. A little weaker. Alright. And we'll heal a bit more. Thunder works out pretty good. Oh, interesting looking fellas here. We'll just keep using our free heals. Gauntlets. I think that goes to you, my friend. Right? Or does it? What is that? No members of the party can equip this now. Gloves that cast Thundera when used. See? Now that's pretty good too. I think that's probably a night item. There's going to be several items we can pick up that we won't be able to use until we upgrade our class, so... Rat's Tail. Then that's the proof we need. A Rat's Tail. Yes, I know. It's as weird as it sounds. Alright. I think we've got zombie dragons, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Which means I can do this. And of course, and I don't anticipate this being a very easy fight. There used to be 4 of these guys in this fight, if I remember right. Not that that would matter too much, but... Alright. Now what this gives us is access to a much more powerful class. Oh wait, can I? No, I can have you do it too with that. Double thumbers. Although I don't know, for example, if the stats of the user matter that much. I guess we have to compare to see. Guess we'll find out here. Compare the 2 thunders here. $90. Okay. Oh hey. Is that Thundera, not Thundega? No, it's fine. Let's go up. Now we can mosey on over to, I guess, to go pick up the fairy. Zoop. Now that we have the nasty rat tail, and it had some interesting things here. Whenever you clicked on it in the original game, it would say, "Oh, it stinks, throw it over," and then it would say, "No, don't do that." Alright, my man. Your bravery seems worthy of consideration. I'd say so.
The rat's tail you carry is a fitting token of courage and strength. So be it. I shall honor you with titles befitting your valor.
And here we go. Now we can equip new equipment. We look cooler. And we can use more spells. If you recall the exit and the teleport. Now, I don't think that really gives us immediate access to anything spectacular, except for maybe now he can equip the gauntlets, which is the same as the mythical gloves, so it's kind of pointless, but... I don't think we have anything in particularly useful here. Not just yet. But from this point on, everything will basically require you to be like the upper level class for you to actually use it. Alright, well, let's see what we look like. Let's see, we know your gauntlets are Thundera. Let's have you actually cast Thundera this time. So we can kind of compare. So now we are, well, the original, it was a knight, a master, white wizard, black wizard, so I assume it's pretty similar. Black Mage does do it a little more powerfully. I guess I'll go ahead and use my unused cottages here. And in the original NES game, this would allow you to save, like on the map. But, you know, there's no point in that now that you can kind of do it anywhere. Alright, Knight, Master, White Wizard. There we go. Alright, so we've got to make it to... Oh, well, we could get something for the Black Mage right now. The Cat Claw. I think it's pretty expensive, but we got kind of a bit of money. Oh, and actually, we should probably be able to buy the spells too, actually. Petrifies an enemy. Is that worth it? I guess it is. Now that we're wizards, they can do all kinds of stuff. Oh, that also reminds me. My knight is supposed to be able to use white magic, I thought. Maybe I need to level up one. Oh, did I not look at these last time? Oh, man. Holy. Dispel. Man, I'm gonna be broke. Alright, warp. Kill. Stop. Freezes, paralyzes all enemies. I think we can wait a minute on those guys. I need to conserve a little bit of money. Pretty much end the enemies instantly is what all those mean. Legends say sky people could soar and build castles in the sky, clouds, foreshadowing. Oh, the protect ring. Yeah. Let's buy 3 of those. Goes in my little arm to give me a little bit more of a defense here. And there's our Cat Claw, which is about as good as we can hope for on Black Wizard here. Pretty good bump in damage. And I think we're good. We're actually kind of hurting for money. Alright, that leaves us to the Oasis, which I want to say must be over here somewhere. Let's find out. There. Alright, so to get over there, I guess we'll just have to kind of cruise right over here. Oh. There's an actual little place to walk into this time. And this is what we need. A bottled fairy. And that is going to allow us to kind of go underwater there. We'll journey to the town, and I think that'll be it for this little video here. And there's the town. just have to drop right over here. Take a fight or two on the way there. Or not, apparently. Now we're in a new place here, so we can check the shops, although I've kind of spent myself into the ground, but that's okay. Alright, so we can check around and see what we got here. Let's see. Saber raises caster's attack and accuracy. Not particularly useful for, you know, a black mage. Blind's kind of probably somewhat useful. Null, Death, and Heal Ega. Restore lots of health to everybody. I think both of those are pretty useful, but this is her informing us of the caravan where we just came from. And north to the waterfall. He's the one who informs us that we've got to kind of, you know, go to the waterfall and get some stuff. Alright, let's go here. I think we're missing something here, actually. We have to go one more place, but... Alright. And this is one of those, I guess you could say positions, where they don't... there's not a clear definition of what you need to do. And if I remember correctly, it is to go back to the first town we went to a minute ago and let go of the fairy. Wow, you know, Zero's pose for fighting is rather, who is that character? Johnny Bravo? Johnny Bravo-esque? Kinda like the elf guy. Let's go there. Alright. I believe we probably have to go over here. Oh, and here's the waterfall we're going to need to go to in a bit as well. Alright, I think... Oh, there we go. The fairy. There we go. You're the one who rescued me from that bottle. I don't do girl voices very well. Sorry. Got a deep voice. I'm sorry about running away, but I was just so scared. I'll get you some oxide. Oxale. At the bottom of the spring to make it up for you. And oxale just happens to be the very thing that lets you breathe underwater. So I'd say that's a fair trade-off. Boom, boom, boom. Oxiel, something like that. Air will flow out of that water as long as you have it. Alright, now we can stay underwater as long as we like. Which is exactly what we need to do. Now, of course, we could just fly over here to the waterfall and start looting that place too. But I think we're probably better off waiting on that too. Hey, worms. Let's see how the new cat claw does if you make it that far. I could have sworn knights had magic. So let me fight one more fight and see if he gains any. None yet. Maybe he has to be a certain level to do it, I guess, would be my guesstimate. I'm just not high enough level yet. Well, having him being able to use low-level white magic spells with all the potions and various other things I can use, honestly, kinda useless with the setup of the game right now. A ninja using some black magic like Fast and Temper would be significantly more useful. But it is what it is. The other way. And now, so let me get this straight. You built a submarine, but you didn't build a wait. What the? Is she a ghost? Did a ghost just build the submarine? What? Okay, well, sure, I guess. Now, the thing about the underwater palace here, one of the fiends is here, obviously. But it's also completely jam-packed with treasure, just like everywhere. I think we'll just call it here, though, and pick up raiding this shrine later. And then maybe the waterfall, depending on how quickly we get through that. So let's go ahead and stop. Next time, it'll be finishing off the Kraken. So I'll see you next game.